Hello and welcome. This is Reuben Covington, and we're doing another Dreamscape draft. This is my custom magic set, and we're on the new website, planesculptors.net, and we've got a 5-person draft just to kind of, test a couple of the new cards, see how the commons are going, etc. With me is I have Casual R and Caliber. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
Yep, and we'll be going through my picks. Not in pretty quickly though, and we'll try and make this reasonably short. And hopefully the video allows you guys to actually see the cards this time. So our rare is Visions of Paradise. This is a kind of janky build around rare, which where you tap an untapped permanent you control to put a Utopia counter on it, and then if you have 50 or more Utopia counters, you win the game. This isn't viable in draft. I've tried. However, we do have some strong commons and uncommons here. So Sunbloom Chorus is a single green mana for an enchantment that puts a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control. And then each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter has trample. This is a lot stronger than it looks, and is a good. It's really premium for the green-white deck. But we've also got Deep Mind's Morai, which is 5 and a blue for a 4/4 that when it deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card. We have Premonition. It's quite powerful for the Premonition decks. Or we've got Fallen Aspirant, which can be nasty. Other cards here include Inquisitive Morai is now stronger. It's a 3/3 rather than a 2/3, making it quite a bit more powerful at common. And Memories of the Earth has been nerfed from last time, meaning I'm not gonna take that when I would have last in the previous version when its flashback cost was cheaper. I think the safe pick here is probably Deep Mind Morai is like the most powerful card. Sunbloom is more powerful if you build around it, but I think we're just going to take the Deep Mind Morai. Okay, next pick. Oh, we've got Aisha's Caretaker, which is a powerful rare. 3 green-blue for a 3/8 total. With 1, put a top card of your library into your graveyard, and it has 3 green-blue, put a non-land card from your graveyard into your library face up just beneath the top 3 cards, and it gains Premonition. And this is great for the blue-green self-mill deck. And it's just a huge body as well. I'm going to take this. Tempting.
Oh shit, I know.
So we've got 2 powerful Premonition cards. Oh, we've got a powerful Premonition card and a powerful Premonition Enabler. Plus just, kind of pretty crazy bomb rare. Gotta say, the new website looks really nice. Okay. So, Predator's Thrill is one of the premium green commons. This is 2 and a green for an instant target creature you control gets +1/+1 and fights. The other super premium card here is like Equinox Preacher, which is a 6 mana free fall with lifelink that gives all your other creatures lifelink. Well, it's not in our colours though. It's tempting, but I'm going to take the Predator's Thrill, stay on colour. If any of you guys have ever played with Clear Shot, Predator's Thrill is not quite as insane as Clear Shot because it's fight rather than one-sided fight, but it still can do some pretty insane things if you time it correctly.
What is Clear Shot?
Clear Shot is 2 and a green instance. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 and then deals damage equal to its power to another target creature. It's it's basically the best uncommon in Eldritch Moon. Like it's considered better than Murder, which is saying something. Okay, so Lethargy is kind of medium tier removal in blue. Enter the Dreamscape is decent bounce spell. Whispering Basha is it's a 6/7, so it's just huge, right? And it costs us a lot though. So it's about whether I think I want like some medium tier removal or like a big finisher.
It appears no one's playing white.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's 5-player
Maybe the
draft, so
case.
it's not going to be the most balanced in colours. I'm going to take the Lethargy. I think Lethargy is a little bit better than Into the Dreamscape, even though they're both good cards. So Lethargy is a single blue mana for enchantment or an enchant creature. The enchanted creature doesn't untap during its untap step, and if that creature is untapped, you sacrifice Lethargy. So it can keep a guy tapped down forever, but only if they're already tapped, and if your opponent manages to untap it somehow, you're in a bit of trouble. Tarmophore is just big and powerful enough and fits into our self-mill deck. It's perfect, though. Both Dreamscape Entwiner, Doused Fate, and Dreamweaver are all cards we want as well. Dreamscape Entwiner recently got a buff, +1 power. I'm trying to make all the Dreamwalk creatures a little more present in Limited at Common, because Dreamwalker isn't really a evasion mechanic, it's more a... it's basically neutral, right? As in, a creature that's, like, say, a 3/3 with Dreamwalk and a 3/3 without Dreamwalk are worth about the same. They're different, they play very differently, but they're worth about the same. And so therefore I needed to adjust a bunch of the costs of a lot of Dreamwalkers to make it so this they were no longer bad. So white seems very open, but we're going to take the... So Serpent of Asia is a great card for both the blue-black and green-blue strategies. So green-blue is self-mill, while blue-black is generally milling your opponent. While Serpent of Asia can help with both, because it's a 6-mana 6/6 in blue that can't attack unless there are 10 or more cards total in all graveyards. So it gives you a bit of flexibility in who's getting milled for what. But I'm going to take the Inquisitor Moro.
Okay. Glad to see you make it around.
Okay, so Memory Wisp is definitely what we want here. So this is another good card for the green-blue self-mill deck. It gets it's a 1/1 Dreamwalker for 1 that gets +4/+4 as long as 10 or more cards are in your graveyard. So it gets very, very powerful. So what we're looking for now is like some enablers to actually mill ourselves. So Loss of Clarity is a blue-black off-color flashback card which mills for 4, which we could take, but we're not playing black, so it's a little problematic. Summonosaurus Force is just a big fat Dreamwalk creature that we can use to pound through some damage. And here we'll take Into the Dreamscape. So this Into the Dreamscape is like a what was the name of the card that where you have to bounce on your own guys and then your opponent bounce something too? It was
Not Into the Void.
It was in Avacyn Restored, and it was also reprinted in another more recent set. Oh wow, Doused Fate's really good, but I'm going to take the... I want to test the Dreamscape Entwiner. It was called... What was it called?
I can't think of it either right now. It's not Reality Shift, no. That was the fake card that manifested.
Anyway, so Enter the Dreamscape costs 1 more, but you can choose 1 or both. So you can just bounce one of your guys, or you can just bounce one of your opponent's guys, or you can bounce both. It makes it quite versatile. Let's take a Serpent. Bit of a late game card though. We kind of want some cheaper cards. Need some 2-drops.
For those of you at home, the card you're looking for is Peel from Reality.
Ah, yes. So what? So was it? What was it reprinted in? It was
M15, Avison Restored, also Ravnica, and and one of the dual decks.
Yeah.
The Kiora one.
Okay, we're on to pack 2. I think we're definitely off to a good start here. So we're looking for like self-mill enablers and maybe a bit more early game. So let's see here. Okay, so we got the bomb white rare, which unfortunately we're not going to take. So Wild Flourishing is like very good for us. So this is X green green, create an XX elemental creature token with flashback for X green green. The other 2 cards that are interesting for us are the Sunbloom Elf, which is like a mana dork, the Winged Reminiscence, which is a free flyer with premonition, which gives us something early to do, and also Think Twice, which is just a good reprint. So
This card is way too efficient.
well, which cards? Tell me.
Hydra.
Oh, the Grove Heart Hydra?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I think it's decent, but like, if you look at something like Primordial Hydra, right? Like, it goes nowhere near that big. Anyway.
But one of the cards I'm looking at, do you have a pick right now, Reuben?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I'm just looking. So we're probably going to take the Mana Elf. I think that's what we need. Though Wild Flourishing is just more rawly powerful. We have a lot of top end. Maybe it's still correct to take the Wild Flourishing. We'll take it. Oh wow, the Hydra did come around. Okay, so this is what we were talking about just previously. This is Grove Heart Hydra, X and green for Plant Hydra, 0/0, enters with X +1/+1 counters and has at the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on it for each tapped creature you control. Yep, we'll take that. Okay, I think we're all good for late game threats now. In between the Whispering Basher, the Hydra, and the Wild Flourishing.
That's just so good.
Don't need to see anything.
So one of the cards I'm staring at, I remember the history of for a long time. It's the Altor Prodigy, the 3 in a red for a 3/3 prowess creature.
That card has changed so many
gone
times.
Through so many different iterations. It was a giant that granted indestructible for a time. It's done all sorts of different and weird things.
Oh, we're going to take this mythic here. So this is Aline, Prophet Unwoven, one of the legendary creatures in the set. It's
fun.
2 blue for a 3/3 legendary human wizard. Whenever you cast a spell, put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. At the beginning of your end step, on each opponent's turn, if your library has 15 or fewer cards in it, take an extra turn after this one. Yeah, it's kind of insane. Oh man. All these insane green cards. So Midnight Howling is like a very rock solid green common. It creates a 2/2 Wolf Elemental token with flashback for 5 and a green. So it's a bear with upside, or in this case, a wolf. We have Savage Strike, which is one of the premium green uncommons, which target creature you control gets +2/+2 until on the turn. It deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control for 4 and a green, and then has flashback for 6 and green. I mean, it's like super clear shot with flashback. That costs a lot more. Though there's also a Memory Wisp, but I think that's likely to come around considering it's only really good in our deck. And there's also Cognizant Crawler, which is another uncommon which is great for our deck, which is whenever you cast a sorcery card from your graveyard, you get a 1/2 green spider token with reach. Which we've got a bunch of flashback cards. But I'm going to take the Savage Strike, it's just so rawly efficient. So much for me needing the cheap cards. I guess we take the quasi removal spell. I'm not actually carded it. Do you guys think counting sheep is good? This is 1 in a blue sorcery, exile target creature. Its controller gets a 2/2 white sheep, and with flashback for 5 in a blue.
I think it's good. I've just been ignoring blue, mostly because I gave you a giant's turtle.
Yeah.
So I figured the turtle was good, but like
What did you take over it?
My very first pick was Raving Spree. Not knowing the format, Lightning Bolt still seems pretty good.
Raving Spree's the 2 in a red.
It's the 2 in a red for deal 3 damage to target creature or player. If you hit a player with it, they sacrifice an artifact.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Granted, that's usually trinket text.
Yes.
I don't know. It's pretty okay trinket text.
Yeah, that card actually recently got moved from 3 in a red to 2 in a red because I needed the red removal to be a little bit more premium.
That's fair.
It wasn't getting picked.
We'll find out.
It wasn't getting.
That actually is.
Yeah, it wasn't getting picked quite high enough. And also, yeah, because you need those premium commons to really signpost. To make it easy, right? Like when you've got 14 cards to pick from, you don't want people to have to like make a decision between 14 different cards. You want to have 2 or 3 cards be more powerful. People can instantly kind of reduce the complexity by being like, okay, these are the 2 or 3 most powerful cards I need to choose between, and then they're only making a choice out of 3 different cards rather than 14. If you have everything on a flat power level, it actually increases the complexity of the draft. So that's why you want those like rawly powerful commons to help guide people in their early picks. Oh yes, this is Drill and Hypnotist. We definitely need some more 2-drop creatures. So Recurrent Dispersal is like tempting. So this is a 3 in a blue exile. It flickers a creature, and then it puts itself back into your library beneath the top 3 cards. So it kind of keeps coming back. But it doesn't really fit in my deck. Oh, okay. So another Memory Wisp came back. The Cognizant Crawler. I think we just need to take the Memory Wisp because we need cheaper creatures, and they both fit in our deck very well. We would kill for an Aether Predator here, which is a 3 and a green for a 3/4 Dreamwalker, which you can pay 1 in the blue to mill yourself for 1. And that's like the perfect card for the green-blue deck.
My deck's turning out nice, but it's very strange right now because I feel like I'm alone in my archetype, but all of the cards in my archetype cost exactly 4 mana. So
what's that?
I've seen, this is my 4th champion of Altor that I'm staring at. Currently living the prowess dream, and I'm probably going to take the Lost in the Moment simply because it's a non-creature spell. Even if I have no reasonable expectation of flashing it back, but like honestly, I'm seeing enough decent blue cards that I might just splash ever so slightly into blue, just because I don't know. Inspired Researcher seems a good card, and
Inspired Researcher is a good card. Yeah, so there is a thing that like, I might. There are a couple of archetypes that I need to work on the curve of them because I do know that the prowess they have a lot of good 2-drops and a lot of good 4-drops and not really many 3-drops. So that's something I could work on. It's because there's the 3 in a white common and the 3 in a red common.
And now I'm reading the card again, and I realize that it actually is insane. I'm just gonna have a lot of fun, tapping everyone's board every turn.
Okay, we got a new pack here. So Not many cards on color for us. So there's the Tideflow Denizen, which is like a reasonable card. It's 2 and a blue for a 0/5 that you can pay 2 to give it +2 -2 until end of turn. So it's a bit like a it's the Watercourser, I think is the card. Except it starts off with a fatter butt. And we've got Action, which is one of the Mythic Incarnation Cycle. This is a 7-mana 6/6 Dreamwalker that attacking creatures you control have double strike, and as long as Action is in your graveyard and you control a mountain, attacking creatures you control have first strike, which is pretty insane, but not really the card for us. We're going to be taking probably Gardener of Wisdom, which is another decent card for the green-blue self-mill. So it's free green for 0/0 that enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each creature and or land card in your graveyard. Actually, they might take the Tideflow Denizen just because it's cheaper, because we have a lot of good 5-drops. Ooh, yeah. Now this is a pick. So we've got the Spell Slumber Morai, which is a powerful rare. So this is Flash Dreamwalk, and it puts a spell into its owner's library face up beneath the top card, so it delays a spell for a turn. Or we've got Subconscious Recall, which is 4 blue draw free cards with premonition 8 for a single blue mana. So you get to cast a Ancestral Recall at common, but you have to wait 8 turns for it, which is a lot. Very powerful though if you can enable it via card draw or mill. I want to test out the Spell Slumber Morai. I think the card's good. It's one of the new rares that just got added in the last week or so. It's also an interesting constructed card, but
Oh, you're here. That's awesome. I thought you'd be taken already, even in a 5-person draft. I'm just picking up a... Oh, you're uncommon, that's why. You're not uncommon anymore. It's a Recumbent Bliss.
yes, that card is definitely what used to be common, and it used to be insane. It's a reprint. You want to read it out?
Yeah, so for those of you who didn't play, was it...
It was
Shadowmoor, right?
Shadowmoor, yeah.
Yeah. It's 2 and a white for an enchantment aura, enchant creature. Enchanted creature can attack or block at the beginning of your upkeep. You may gain 1 life.
Yeah. So it's pacifism plus you gain 1 life every turn. It's kind of insane.
That's what I need in Tumble.
Guess I'll take like another Inquisitive Morai. Or I could take like another Lethargy or Winter's Whisper.
I guess it surprisingly don't have many flashback spells for a prowess deck, which is kind of surprising.
Yeah, just sometimes how the packs crack. There's plenty of flashback spells in the draft, like as in non-draft in the set.
Particularly in red, I would hope. But yeah, just nothing's coming up.
Yeah, well, flashbacks in like red, blue, green. Oh, it's in all colors actually. Honestly,
It's just multiple archetypes depend upon spells, just in different ways.
Exactly. Oh yeah, Fate Visionary. Yes, this is.
You are shiny and have a lot of text.
What is it?
I'm staring at Action right now.
Oh yeah.
And this explains everything.
You need a card called Lights and a card called Chimera.
Jeez. Lights, Chimera, Action.
come here for the draft, stay
Or a-
for the puns.
Or a character called Light, and then a card called Light's Chimera.
and then a card collection. Okay, get out, get out. Okay. Oh wow, Subconscious Recall. Oh man, Subconscious Recall came back, as well as Engulfing Scapeworm, which is like another very good card, but I've already got a lot of top end. I guess we'll just take the Subconscious Recall.
A lot of these cards don't seem emblematic of things you should expect to wheel. Like Manic Researcher seems like multiple archetypes would want that card.
Yep, definitely.
What card should I hate the most since I'm playing none of them? This is a cat? Perhaps the cat.
Everybody wants to be a cat.
I guess I take this as a sideboard card. Okay, here we go. So Lethargy or Mental Inertia. So Mental Inertia is like a good. It's like a decent counter spell. I guess I want to test that. Lethargy, I already have one. I could probably do with another. Let's play another Lethargy. We'll take a. We already have a Gardener of Wisdom. We've got tons of 5-drops. We'll take Twilight Depths. This is a land, adds colorless to your mana pool, but causes each opponent to lose 1 life when it enters the battlefield. It's just a decent land for if you're a more aggressive deck and you have colors to spare. Take the Destroy Target Artifact or Enchantment sideboard card with flashback. Actually, yeah, would this have constructed playability? Probably not. This
Which
is
card?
Unravel Delusion, 2 and a green, sorcery, destroy target artifact or enchantment with flashback for 1 and a green. It's probably just not efficient enough.
If only ever so slightly.
Yeah. Because there's like the. Because there's both flashback, like destroy enchantment, there's destroy artifact, but then it's not one together. So it's interesting.
It seems a possibility, but unlikely given the slew of destroy artifact or enchantment availabilities in modern, particularly in green.
Yeah, but it's about getting the card advantage for flashback, right? Because that's why everyone plays. What's this? Is it Shattering Blow? No. What's the one that's destroy target artifact?
Ancient Grudge.
Ancient
the
Grudge.
one with
yes.
the
werewolf or whatever.
For every Yep.
There's nothing a werewolf hates more than a collar.
Yes.
The symbol of their church.
Yes. Anyway, that was the draft. We're going to go on to deck building now, but I'm going to stop the video here. Thanks guys for watching, and I hope the video quality has been better for this one compared to the previous videos. Bye guys.